So, you know, I would assume that a cupful of maggots thrown on the surface of a tilapia pond would make some very happy tilapia.
Yes.
Yeah, if you scold
they're
the
like
tilapia,
50% protein.
yeah, they're incredible protein. But if you scold the maggot,
Scald them,
yeah, it'll float.
they'll float.
I think it's 10 seconds in hot water, and it causes a gas in them. They'll float. Not forever, but I think like a minute or 2 minutes.
And you could also dry that, I suppose, and pulverize it and mix it in with ground corn or tahop or
Yeah.
or whatever. And you'd also mentioned something about seaweed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to incorporate seaweed in the ground because it's an awesome fertilizer and for the ground, the minerals and stuff in the ground.
So primarily for the ground, but maybe as a supplement for the feed you're making as well.
We can dry that up and put it in pellet and pelletize it with like a tahop and
It's
Azola and pelletize it all together.
Yeah, they've just started a couple of Azola pits there, so I think from my trial and error, I think the conclusion that I've come to is that I just had never shaded the pits enough. So you guys will have almost total shade.
We're gonna put our tarps about that far off the surface.
And
we learned that
had
from you.
steady Azola for almost 2 years until she let the pond dry up.
Yeah, well that doesn't work right.
Right. 2 years old every time.
Yeah.
But that was heavily shaded, so.
Yes, the seaweed. Somewhere along the line, we just want to find a brackish pond, and we're just gonna load it with seaweed and just grow
harvest
seaweed. It's a great food supplement too, and it's loaded with vitamins, minerals, and what's the degree of protein? I forget what that is. Seaweed's got
It's like 30 years.
yeah.
I've heard that you
Around
can actually
30,
live off
40%.
seaweed,
Yeah. Well, Eskimos.
but you need salt, I think. Or no, I don't remember. There was one mineral that you have that it does not supply,
when
and
the
you would need a
Aleutians,
supplement.
The Eskimos up there, for like half a year, that's all they live on is the seaweed.
And blubber, probably.
I think just the seaweed
Just the
for
seaweed.
like a half a year. Then, then they're able to. They have access to fish and
Yeah.
stuff. But
Good on them.
and they all look. They don't look starved. I mean, they look.
So what else you guys got cooking that I haven't covered?
I think, for the most part, we've pretty well covered it, right?
I pretty much covered it.
I think there's some minor things, but I can't think of anything.
So you're basically just doing all that you can to develop your water source, which this is a really nice water source, and there's 2 of these creeks, right?
Yeah, there's one right behind you where it comes out.
Yeah. And so, that's a big plus on this property. It's flowing water. So, there's not a lot of flow here, but back that way on this property going, what do you think the elevation difference is from where we are to the top of your hill there? 300 feet?
The very top,
Yeah.
or just out of the dome?
The top of the hill.
Holy crap!
300 feet?
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could take this flow and with a ram pump, well, you could get something to shoot out of a straw several feet, and you'll think, well, that's not much water, but over 24 hours, what comes out of a straw is a lot of water,
Yeah.
and it would be enough for a house or 2.
Well, that creek right there starts halfway up to that top of that mountain.
So it would be even less of a push up the hill.
Yeah.
So for now, so Mike is going to be going back to the States to work, and Brian is going to be staying here. So you're going to build a small house,
Yeah, we're gonna build a small house here.
and you're going to be living on the property.
Absolutely.
So
Next week or 2.
a small solar setup.
Yes, possibly.
Have you guys checked into how much how much it would cost to get one of the the excuse for a power line here?
No, we
Just
haven't.
out of the question.
We just assume it's way more than if we We're gonna do
We
hydro.
wanted to do alternative energy anyway.
Yeah.
So we were gonna put electrical on the property just as a backup, but
We decided on a generator as our backup.
So solar as a main power source,
yeah,
and on a really cloudy day or a series of really cloudy days, you could have a generator and a battery charger and
We got a
charge
little
up your batteries.
experiment we're
And
gonna work on. We don't want
There's
to go
gonna-
into too much.
there's
Oh,
gonna
it's a
be a couple
secret.
experiments.
a secret.
That
Yeah.
that
It involves hydro.
Okay.
And
More
some
power to you.
imagination. But
All
we
right.
think it's gonna work, and stay
Don't know
tuned.
until we
as,
try.
as Brian says, stay tuned.
Yeah, I think you guys are on the right track.
our overall goal is to minimize our feed costs.
If we can cut out our feed costs to what we think we can,
What's your goal? 50%? Cut out 50%?
75.
Cut out 75%.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you can do that, somehow manage to make this farm produce enough to cut out 75% of your feed on a somewhat large scale, because I know how big you guys are thinking about going. You'll be making a lot of money.
There's a lot of room for a big ass maggot house. So, and there's a lot of ocean out there, a lot of ponds for rent that we can grow a lot of seaweed in. Now, we say 75% because you have the cost of your labor. So nothing's free, you know.
Right.
You can't make your feed free. But we're thinking 25% cost would be labor and
So your goal is to
fertilizers.
totally eliminate the need for sack feed,
yeah.
yes.
not have to buy anything at the
Yes, if we can
store,
do it, we're gonna-
and produce it all yourselves.
Yeah, that's the goal. We will have some
Now, things
as an
like-
emergency reserve just in case Odette hit and
Yeah.
wipes out our farm, and we still get to feed fish.
So how many ponds are you guys thinking?
Depends how big. We
How well the first
Yeah.
ones do?
Yeah. The initial goal is 32 ponds.
Well, we were looking at 500,000 hit.
500,000 head of fish.
That's a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
That's
a-
the goal. You gotta have a goal.
You got to have a goal, and it's not. Who's to say if it's a pipe dream or if it's a reality that you could work to and get there at some point? You're not. Yeah, it's not going to be tomorrow. Probably
Yeah.
won't be in 6 months. Probably won't be in a year.
Right.
But maybe 3 or 4 years from now, like I myself, you have learned some things through trial and error, because there's no textbooks really. There's information online, but can you guys name one person who's done exactly what you're going to be doing with exactly this kind of property?
Not in total.
I doubt it seriously. So you're going to have to learn a
Yes.
great deal of what you need to know on your own, and
on our
and trust me, I can speak from experience. Doing things trial and error costs you money
Yep.
and time.
And that's why our initial ponds we downscaled. We're gonna downscale. So there's gonna be trial and error. So there's gonna be some learning, and we're gonna try to keep that cost down, and then we can upscale it
There you
if we
go.
get some.
Get the
sorted out.
formula, the plan laid out,
Yeah.
and then upscale from there.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys are on the right path. Anything that I can do to help you along,
For sure.
I'll do what I can, and as long as I'm privy to your research
Oh, well,
and I can watch and see
oh, yeah, have a blast.
what you learn.
Steel gate. And no, one of our goals is to help the Philippines, and if we can do something that's different and help anybody in the Philippines,
Set this system up on
So it could
somebody's
be-
farm.
so it can be replicated somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we'll help. I mean,
so
no,
what we do
not
is
many people will have the money to do it. So if we can make money, we're both simple people. We don't need a pile of money. If we get enough money, then we're going to go help a farmer. We'll put in our system on their farm. We'll pay for it and put it in and stock him with his first fish
There you go.
and his maggot room, and just show him what we do. And if he follows the system, he should be good.
Yeah,
After we figure out what works and what don't.
and keep in mind that what you guys as foreigners think as profitable and feasible and doable, you could cut that by a factor of 20, 1/20th
Yeah.
of what you would consider
Good
worth your time
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
is a good living here.
Yeah. We just want to have some comfort. And I say some comfort, not $1 million in the bank, just some comfort. And then we're sharing the money. We're gonna help people. That's the whole
Well, I
goal
wish
there.
you guys 110% luck and success.
Oh, thank you,
Both.
man.
Luck. You gotta have some luck.
Yeah.
It's a roll of the dice. And hopefully it comes up 7 every now and then.
We don't need another COVID or.
You don't need any more
Yeah.
COVID. Don't need any ASF. Definitely don't need another Odette. Hopefully, all that's just a memory. But I wish you guys the best. And
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
so next for you is a little house,
Yes.
CR in the house.
CR and a house. Well,
We are now.
and
Don't need anything else in it.
nothing extravagant, right?
Yeah. Now we're gonna build real houses later.
Up on that hill.
I just need a
You need something Bayakubo size to
something that we can sleep in and
just call home for now
yeah.
as you're developing it. Yeah. Well, I think that's wise. Rather than dumping several million pesos into a really nice house when you don't have a good electrical connection, you don't have
Our
deep wells or any of that. Just go simple and
money's going into this.
yeah,
So
and the infrastructure of your farm. Wise indeed. All right, I'm going to end this up. I don't want this to be too long, but I wanted to share with everyone kind of what Mike and Brian are wanting to do here, and
Next Gen Farm.
Next Gen Farm, and would ask everyone to support Mike and May's channel, Mike and May's Great Adventure. Probably won't be a lot on the farm, on this farm, in the near future, because Mike's going to be working in the States.
Brian will send us stuff, and we'll do updates through Brian.
All right, well, I take it back. You guys
Not a lot, not like you're gonna get right now, but you will get some updates.
Well, you guys check out Mike and May's channel for updates on what's going on the farm, and I may do an occasional update. I'll probably be following this road build pretty close.
I need you to, if you would, please.
Yeah, more than happy to. You got to ride herd here. This road is important, and it's costly, and highly necessary. Right now it's a depending. This is the muddy trail that is walked in on.
Yeah.
And there's a kilometer of that where it's not flat and it's muddy and there's rocks. It's slippery. It's not fun walking in here. We need a road.
Everything we built with has come in this way. We
Yeah.
carried it.
Yeah, and everything has to be carried in by hand for now. So we need that road. And I guess the road right now is the number one priority.
Yeah.
I loved this in the beginning. I'm sick of it. This is why I'm going
Yeah,
home. I'm going home.
we need a
I'm sick
road
of-
to be able to haul cement blocks and cement back here.
Right.
And
Oh, and that's another
Just-
thing we're eventually going to do is make our own blocks.
But you got plans for your own block machine. There you go. Yeah, if you're both going to build at a later date, if you're both going to build bigger homes, then
Or even the ponds, the fish ponds will eventually be cement.
Right, right.
Everything. Try to make it Odette proof.
good luck with that.
Yeah,
But
we'll try.
at least decent tropical storm proof.
Yeah.
There isn't much that you could make that would be Odette proof.
Yeah.
But very, very rarely do you get a big severe storm here. Look, Odette was there'd never been a Category 5 hurricane come over Bohol in recorded history. So it wasn't once in 100 year. It wasn't once in 1,000 year. It was once in forever, since people have been.
Careful, don't say that.
Well, it was.
We're neighbors now. You can't just haphazardly say stuff like that.
Well, you got to go with the odds.
Yeah,
And since it
okay.
had never happened before, odds are, in our lifetimes, it'll never happen again.
Tell he lived in Vegas.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you for sitting down with me and sharing your vision with others. And guys, check out Mike and May's Great Adventure. Hit that subscribe button. Watch their videos all the way through. Watch the ads. Mike's going back to fill up his wallet. Every little peso that he can make off the channel is that much less time that he has to spend in the States. And he doesn't, you know, from personal experience and having to go back and do that work the last time, it's no fun.
This one really feels horrible for me to make.
Yeah, Mike's leaving tomorrow, and I've been there, I've done that, and my heart goes out to him. But I'm going to end this one up. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
See you guys.